I forgot to share the stream. Dum, do, 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 Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Rhypi here. Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well as we're just chilling out, hanging out, talking to you guys as I see you guys. Back, we're just doing what we can, relaxing and chillaxing. This weekend, to say the least. Hope all is well with everyone. Coming back from the weekend, and since took a little bit to shower this morning just because the meeting and thought. So I want to say lost in thought, but it's not really lost in thought when you're trying to think about a lot of different things. But at some point, I still want to make the membership posts, so at least my members can see some of the things I'm thinking about, so I can get feedback. But every time I think about posts and stuff on the when you post, I'm like, how many of you guys will read it? How many of you guys won't read it? I don't know. But it makes me think about it a tiny bit. Different things at the same time. Yes. I just want to make sure things are going in a positive direction. And keep trying to find ways to improve things. On some things I want to try to do, especially once I have the PC set up the way I want it in my room. So I start figuring out what games I'm going to play on the new desktop and how many of the games I'm going to still play on my laptop. Even though my setup's supposed to be better on the PC. To try to do things for simple, get up to where I make an extension to what I already have, or do I treat it as two separate systems in my head? That part I'm still trying to decide. But welcome to everybody if you're just tuning in. I'm Rhypi, where I discuss different things that pops in my head while I'm driving to work or to from work. That when you sometimes see me, I play video games, or on rare occasions, cardbox openings. Welcome in, everybody. Hope all is well. Feel free to say hi. Feel free to tell me how your weekend/day is going. And if you want to say something random, worst case scenario, I am like, not today. And best case scenario, I ask you more questions about what you comment about. Welcome in, everybody. And sometimes I'm happy. It just depends on how I'm feeling at the moment, and if I'm trying to still think about stuff that I said at the beginning, that I'm just constantly in my motion, being like, okay, will this work? Will this work? Will this not work? A lot of things that it varies, to be honest. Excuse me, on the yawns. Welcome in, everybody. thinking sometimes in my head. And then other times I'm like, I need to think this more through to make sure that makes sense and not just a rush version of it. Hello, Sean. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Hope all is well. Salve, Jonas. Obrigado. That's good to hear, Sean. That's good to hear. Hope you had a good weekend as we're just signing up our week strong. Hey, Brother Adam, how are you doing? Yep. We are heading on an adventure to my workplace. How's things going for you, Brother Adam? This weekend we finished the I game, so this Saturday we're gonna start the letter K. I forgot what games are on the list. So I was about to say them during the stream, but I guess I'll do an afternoon one of all the 4 games that are currently on the poll. Brother Adam, if you happen to see the poll, if you want to say the 4 games that I put on the list, feel free to do so, but I also know that it may take you away from the stream, so I'll leave that up to you. I can understand that, Brother Adam, but I just know for me, I'm gonna constantly be doing thinking just because I'm just trying to still constantly improve things. Because at the end of the day, I don't want it to ever feel like I'm unhappy with the results. I want to make sure that I'm happy throughout the process and not just I see the result, I'm like, oh, I could have done better. So this past Wednesday, I almost felt bad until I thought about it more, because we had it where we had 50 people in one room, and only 2 or 3 passed the TSI this time. Like, a lot of people got close again. I accidentally double sent on you today. Sometimes that happens. Yeah. Indeed, Brother Adam. But I know you're saying it because you don't want me to feel like I'm fine tuning the small details so much that I forget what the reason why I wanted the idea in the first place. That's part of the reason why the 1,000 milestone video hasn't came out yet, because I'm still in limbo of how I want to do part of it. I think it's funny how we're both mad people and we usually say don't forget to breathe. And you say remember to breathe, I say don't forget to breathe. That's funny that we say similar messages. But for those of you that are on the interwebs, it just shows you guys that there's at least 2 mathematicians. That's not just about cramming and figure out the things that no one has figured out yet. especially if it felt like you had lucid dreams on top of it. It's gonna be part of your gassing prayers because you felt like you was underwater for too long. Yeah. Then they just it's just the light. Indeed. Indeed. I believe whether your body doesn't want to body or your mind doesn't want to mind, sometimes you're supposed to be thinking about what you're doing at that present moment, and your mind just like, no, think about this, think about this. At the end of the day, for me, it's just keep trying to encourage everyone to stay positive for themselves, but I know it's not always an easy feat, to say the least. There's some days that we're just like, and some days we're like, is this really enough? I still think it's interesting. I forget who asked it right now because it's been a little bit since then. And I'm still debating about the question. Maybe I'll try and remind myself who asked me later the question. But someone had asked me what Pokemon would best describe me. And I'm like, why can I not think of the one that best describes me? There's a couple of them that are in contenders, but I'm trying to think of one that encapsulates everything that I think about when I say myself. So which one the or nope, that's 80s. That's 80s. That's 80s. Wrong one. Good morning, Kyle. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And thank you for stopping by yesterday. I know you didn't get a chance to say more than the intro stuff yesterday. Appreciate you stopping in yesterday and today so far. You as well, Kyle. You as well. But yeah, I was trying to hum some 70s songs, and I think it's funny that one of the 70s songs that I was trying to hum was something that was the 80s. Breathing. I don't know why, but that first part where highway drive is always a nerve-wracking because they always have the barricade for the new roads right by the lane, the right side of the right lane. So it's like I don't want to accidentally hit, but I want to go all the way to the left because I know that's where some people will try to drive around you and you barely are getting clipped sometimes, or makes you feel like you are. Where did everyone go? No telling. Could be everyone's still lurking, but for some reason it only shows up one. Who knows for sure? But all is well with everyone else. We're just relaxing and chillaxing. I'm gonna drive to my workplace today. Where I'm usually doing this for after school traffic, where I usually say it's the weekend, even though not weekend, the evening, even though sometimes it's only 4 o'clock my time, but some people count the evening once it's after 3:30. Just depends on who you talk to. And some people, they say evening starts at 6. So can't tell you for sure what's the definitive, since everyone says it differently when it comes to that. This time. Almost to my school, yay! to school. 1 minute before I usually get off, or 3 minutes, because I forgot to check if it changed. Hey, Lady Jenny, how are you doing today? Welcome in. Understand that. Yeah, Lady Jenny. I understand that. I just read what you said as I'm looking around. Because right now, for us, the sun is slowly getting up. Kind of like how I felt this morning. guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head out now. Hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching the stream, vlog, video, or reading my community posts. See you guys later tonight for some more Just Cause 3. Part of me wants to say World of Warcraft because I want to get my character to level 90, but I need to get back into the swing of my usual levels. See you guys over there. Peace.